Good afternoon or evening, whenever it is you're watching this. It's afternoon for me. 10:21 to be exact. We are picking up where we left off last time. Again, as you can see, I'm at work. If there's any interruptions, I apologize. We're going to pick up in 9. Genesis 9. And Elohim blessed Noah and his sons, and said to them, Be fruitful and increase, and fill the earth. And the fear of you and the dread of you is on every beast of the earth, on every bird of the heavens, on all that creeps on the ground, and on all the fish of the sea. Into your hand they have been given. Every creeping creature that lives is food for you. I have given you all, as I gave the green plants. But do not eat flesh with its life, its blood, but only your blood, for your lives I require. From the hand of every beast I require it, and from the hand of man, from the hand of every man's brother I require the life of man. Whoever sheds man's blood, by man his blood is shed. For in the image of Elohim has he made man. As for you, be fruitful and increase, bring forth teemingly in the earth and increase it in it. And Elohim spoke to Noah and to his sons with him, saying, I establish my covenant with you and with your seed after you, and with every living being that is with you, of the birds, of the cattle, and of every beast of the earth with you, of all that go out of the ark, every beast of the earth. And I shall establish my covenant with you, and never again is all flesh cut off by the waters of the flood, and never again is there a flood to destroy the earth. And Elohim said, This is the sign of the covenant which I make between me and you, and every living being that is with you for all generations to come. I shall set my rainbow in the cloud, and it shall be for the sign of the covenant between me and the earth. Unless you thought that, like science says, that rainbows are some reflection of light after the rain. No, it says right here, God made the rainbow as a promise, a covenant, which means a promise, an agreement between him and us, that he will not flood the earth anymore. There's 2 ways to cleanse per the Torah, and that's fire and water. Now he's already done the one, which is the water. That's the flooding of the earth. The second time that he comes to cleanse the earth will be with fire. We'll keep reading. And it shall be, when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the rainbow shall be seen in the cloud, and I shall remember my covenant which is between me and you and every living being of all flesh, and never again let the waters become a flood to destroy all flesh. And the rainbow shall be in the cloud, and I shall see it, to remember the everlasting covenant between Elohim and every living being of all flesh that is on the earth. And Elohim said to Noah, This is the sign of the covenant which I have established between me and all flesh that is on the earth. And the sons of Noah who went out of the ark were Shem, and Ham, and Japheth. And Ham was the father of Canaan. And these 3 were the sons of Noah, and all the earth was overspread from them. And Noah, a man of the soil, began and planted a vineyard. And he drank of the wine, and was drunk, and became uncovered in his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father, and told his 2 brothers outside. So Shem and Japheth took a garment, laid it on both their shoulders, and went backward and covered the nakedness of their father. But their faces were turned away, and they did not see their father's nakedness. Because remember, you're not supposed to look at the nakedness of your father, per Torah. And Noah awoke from his wine, and he knew what his younger son had done to him. And he said, Cursed is Canaan, let him become a servant of servants to his brothers. And he said, Blessed be Yahweh, the Elohim of Shem, and let Canaan become his servant. Let Elohim enlarge Japheth, and let him dwell in the tents of Shem, and let Canaan become his servant. And Noah lived after the flood 350 years. So all the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died. And then we go to 10. And this is the genealogy of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And sons were born to them after the flood. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, and Magog, and Madai, and Yavan, and Tubal, and Meshech, and Tyrus, and the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, Ashkenaz, and Riphath, and Togarmah, and the sons of Yavan, Elisha, and Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanim. Dodanim. That's a funny word. Sorry. From these, the coastland peoples of the nations were separated into their lands, everyone according to his language, according to their clans, and to their nations. And that word right there, nations, that is important because per Torah, Israel, we've spoke of this before, Israel is the 12 tribes, 13 if you count Levi, the ones who were grafted in. So, are the ones that were born to the tree of Israel. We are grafted in, being we were Gentiles, but we've been grafted. Gentiles means heathens. You turn from your ways and turn to the Father, Yahweh our Elohim. You are no longer a Gentile. You're no longer a heathen. So that is important. The nations. Nations means everyone else. Everyone who is not Israel. So that's important. And the sons of Ham, Cush and Mitzrayim, and Put and Canaan. And the sons of Cush, Seba and Havilah, and Sapta and Ramah and Sabteca. And the sons of Ramah, Sheba and Dedan. And Cush brought forth Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one on the earth. We will probably talk about Nimrod later on. He was a mighty hunter before Yahweh. Therefore it was said, like Nimrod the mighty hunter before Yahweh. And the beginning of his reign was Babel, and Erech, and Akkad, and Calneh, in the land of Shinar. From that land he went to Ashur, and built Nineveh, and Rehoboth, and Calah, and Rezin between Nineveh and Calah, the great city. And Mizraim brought forth Ludim, and Anamim, and Lahabim, and Naphtuhim, and Pathrusim, and Casluhim, from whom came the Philistine and the Caphtorim. And Canaan brought forth Sidon, his firstborn, and Heth, and the Jebusite, and the Amorite, and the Girgashite, and the Hivite, and the Archite, and the Sinite, and the Arvadite, and the Semirite, and the Amathite. And afterward the clans of the Canaanites were spread abroad. And the border of the Canaanites was from Sidon as you go towards Gerar, as far as Azah. As you go toward Sidon, as you go toward Sidon, and Amorah, and Admah, and Seboim, as far as Lasha. These were the sons of Ham, according to their clans, according to their languages, in their lands, in their nations. And also to Shem, the father of all the children of Eber, the brother of Japheth, the elder, children were born. The sons of Shem, Elam, and Assur, and Arpachshad, and Lud, and Aram. And the sons of Aram, Uts, and Hul, and Gaither, and Mash. And Arpachshad brought forth Shelah, and Shelah brought forth Eber. And to Eber were born two sons. The name of one was Peleg, for in his days the earth was divided, and his brother's name was Yochtan. And Yochtan brought forth Elmodad, and Sheleph, and Hatzarmaveth, and Yera, and Hadaram, and Uzal, and Dikla, and Obal, and Abimael, and Sheba, and Ophir, and Havilah, and Jobab. All these were sons of Joktan. And their dwelling place was from Mesha as you go towards Sephar, a mountain of the east. These were the sons of Shem, according to their clans, according to their languages, in their lands, according to their nations. These were the clans of the sons of Noah, according to their generations, in their nations, and from these the nations were divided on the earth after the flood. And we will pick up in 12 next time. As always, shalom. Bless you guys.